kickback.
This that Friday, night day, chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feeling good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out to sight. Don't even try. I just do me and I still be fly. Okay, we gon' see it's jumping. It ain't too crowded. Music is bumping. Hit that, yeah. Do my dance, that for a minute. Millie rock, hands still spinning. Crisscross, pop for a second. Now I'm chillin'. Just grab your line, I hit that. G where it's at, we in there. Where is the Navy address? We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah. I need the Navy address, yeah. We bout to hit the kickback, yeah.
Do say straight how I'm feeling, and I'm plotting
Ladies,
in the night.
so Ben and I were talking here, and I do have to ask, fellas, listen to this here. There's a Facebook post that asks, or posts a question, should men pay all the bills? So
Bill from all y'all, but I want to know.
Restaurant bills.
No, not restaurant bills, Ben. Not restaurant bills.
Student loans.
Name it. You know, bills.
Like
all
gas,
bills.
mortgage.
Light, gas, mortgage, bills.
No.
Bills. All right. So what I want to hear specifically from my girls first. Trina, what do you think? Should men pay all the bills?
You know what? I think that.
Be very careful what you say right now.
Okay, we got it.
Do I need to sit between you?
Right. No, honestly, I think in this day and age, when women are educated, they have better jobs than men most of the time. In a household with two incomes, I believe it's okay for the man and the woman to split the bills. I don't think the man should take all the responsibility of paying the bills in the household. So I think it's okay for the woman to split the bills with the man.
You know, I'm with you on that one.
Can we hear from somebody that's not sitting next to their husband?
All right, Ben.
No.
How do you feel about that?
No, I want to know what the women got.
All right, so let me go to Jatan. Jatan, what do you think?
Hell yeah.
Come on,
what we talking about?
Men should pay all the bills?
Yeah.
What if she's working herself?
She's paying the residual. He pays the majority. What are we
What's
talking
the
about?
residual?
You know, like food, clothing,
That's a bill.
toilet tissue.
That's a bill.
No.
So you're saying
You all
the
pay the
bills.
mortgage. You all pay the light and gas. You pay the property tax. You pay the car notes. You pay the student loans, the medical bills.
Okay, what
The
I want to
hair
get to
bill.
is why should the men pay all the bills?
Head of household.
Exactly.
They had a household.
Head of household.
They had a household. They are the providers.
So if we're going back to the olden times, then women should always cook and clean
That's fine. That's fine.
and do womanly duties.
That's fine. I can agree with that.
Is that fine if you're working full time?
I don't have a problem with that. Me
Okay.
personally, I don't have a problem with that. I did it. I don't have a problem with
Clarify,
it.
me personally.
Well,
Everybody don't
I'm
think
kind of on
that.
the time side on this. Thank you. You know, if he's taking care of the financial responsibility of the household, I should do my part. And my part would be the cooking and cleaning and the woman's responsibility, because I ain't taking out garbage. Amen. And when the bills come, I ain't looking at it. It's just like if you go out to a restaurant, I ain't looking at that check.
I agree with that as well.
But then your ass should be eating number biscuits and syrup.
That poses another question.
Yeah, wait a minute, because this is my wife, and personally, honestly, in our household, I just give her the check every week, and she's better with money. You just pay all the bills. As long as when I go to the ATM, it don't say decline, I don't care what she doing. Seriously. But should I have to pay bills or pay them all? No. It's a 50-50 thing. She lay there, wipe her ass with the same tissue, and do everything else. So, no, I don't believe in that.
To piggyback off of that, so if a man pays all the bills then, so does that mean the man has the right to say what goes, what comes in, what goes out, what you do?
Yeah.
Does he have a right to do that?
Yeah. And you should raise your hand
Do like what?
to ask to talk.
Do like what?
Do everything.
Hey, I mean, it depends on the man, right? He could ask for all.
If I have you limping one day out of the week,
That's fine.
and your back is cracked,
That's fine.
you should do whatever I
Let's
tell
be
you.
clear. If you are maintaining the household and its expenses by being head of household, then you should have, when you come home, hot pussy ready to rock with a meal on the stove. Plain and simple.
I didn't hear you. What you say?
Hot pussy ready to rock with a meal on the stove when you get home. If you taking care of the house, the bills. Period.
So, question. If we paying all the bills, what you gonna do?
Huh?
Buying groceries. Buying groceries.
Yeah.
You eating, ain't you?
Cooking the groceries?
You eat
Buying the groceries, cooking the groceries?
So
My money
that means
ain't
I should be getting
No.
porterhouse,
No.
scallops.
No, my money ain't mine.
How much you making?
I'm just, hey, I'm saying if all my money going towards that, what is that other income going to?
Residuals.
What is residuals? Residuals sounds like crap. Shit.
The answer to the question, you said should men always pay all the bills? I don't think so, because we don't flip the coin. What if you bring home all the money and he's at home? We live in an age where women have bigger checks than most of our brothers. So we're taking
call
care of
bullshit on that.
everything.
Yeah,
If you're able to pay, you're the man, then yeah, all means pay. But if you're in a situation where your woman making more money than you, then you all have to compromise because you're trying to build something together and you have to do your fair share.
So men, do you feel, Ben, Tony, do you feel that that's almost inferior if your woman was making more than you or is making more than you and pretty much has kind of the say what's going on there?
Absolutely not. Listen, if James went to a damn car wash job every day, and Florida always had oatmeal on the goddamn table, you women can do the same damn thing. Alright? The simple as that. It's half, if you married or even living together, it's half and half. Alright, sometimes a woman gotta step up and do more than what she's supposed to do. Sometimes a man has to do that. If you can't come together on that, it's not gonna work. It's
Supposed
just
to
not gonna work.
be a team.
It's supposed to be a team.
If I'm making 80 and he's making 40, he can't pay all the bills.
You can't.
I agree. That's something that should all be laid out before you even, make those nuptials. That's something you all should, have a talk about, because what do they say? Money is one of the number one thing, root of all evil, and that is one of the top, number one or two, as far as divorce. So I agree that should be something that should be discussed.
There's lack of communication in relationships, especially when it comes to finances. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, instead of what's ours together. It's never established in the beginning. And I'm gonna say this, women, y'all get mad, but y'all come in with this superficial ass mentality, thinking that the man has to take care and do everything. But when you come in, you're supposed to be one, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So there is no such thing as he takes care of this, he takes care of that. No, it's we take care of it.
So now, just to go off of what you're saying, I agree. When you come together, you're as one. Me personally, my mom always said to have money saved for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So I did have that joint account with, when I was married, I did have that. However, I always had that in the back of my mind, just in case, God forbid. And you know what happened? I needed it. So, how do you men feel about that? Where, if you guys have a joint account, sharing all the bills, but find out later, or maybe, wife or significant other has this for just in case rainy day.
Once again, when you come into it, you have these discussions, and I'm always gonna have mine. There's always going to be that joint. I do expect you to have yours, so you can go buy your red bottoms and your little Gucci purses and all that stuff. You can put that to the side so you can go shop freely when you want. Cause I'm a shoe head. I like suits and all that stuff, so I like nice. That stuff is not coming out of the family account, the joint account. That's bills to take care of the household, so we growing together. But you gotta have your side money so that You know, you can get your gym shoes, your baseball hats. Some guys want to get rims, or whatever it is. You got to have your play money, and she has to have her play money.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that every relationship you should have at least 3 accounts. One joint account for the household, then the man has his account, and then the woman has her account. So.
Now the problem come in is when somebody is siphoning out of one of them accounts.
Because
If somebody got
$10,000
$10,000 somewhere and nobody know about it, now you got issues.
That's where my point comes in. Are you
I'm
upset
sorry.
that you don't know?
Well, I want to rebuttal. What was your name? This young lady here said that you're supposed to have, what'd you say? Your
3. A household account, and then the man has his own account, and the woman has her own account. At least 3 accounts, right?
But see, you on my account. I'm not on yours.
Right. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where.
Right. Well, you have your account.
Well, see what had happened was you missed it. She got it. You
That's
just
what old people used to say. Your allowance, her allowance, and
Right,
the
and in the household,
house.
exactly, right, so you have 3 separate accounts.
I'm still confused. But I will say this, all jokes aside.
Take your gut off.
If a man and woman is arguing over finances, that marriage is doomed.
Yes.
All right, that's a doomed marriage. If that's what you, and a lot of divorces do resolve because of finances. That's just you're not married for each other. You're married for what you can do for each other. And that's just a doomed marriage or a relationship period.
And the main test is if he loses his job.
Right? Are you gonna hold it
Are
down?
you gonna reach into your rainy day?
That's a good point.
And say,
That's a
baby,
whole
That's a
nother-
good point.
That's a whole nother can of whoop ass right there. Some women can't stomach that.
You hold me down right now.
Some women can, some women can't. If you want your
It's like
marriage,
80-20.
if you want your marriage and you say you got your husband's back at all times,
Indeed.
but you're supposed to be there by his side, when he loses his job, you know what? Let's do this with what I got until we can get you back where you need to be.
Make
Plain and
sacrifices.
simple. Right, plain and simple.
And
Now that I
finances,
agree to, plain and
finances is
simple.
all about priorities.
But it seems like it still all comes back to communication.
It does.
It does.
You know, we have to
It
sit
does.
down and we have to talk about it. You know, we have to sit down and have an honest conversation of how much do you make? Because I know a lot of people that are together, she doesn't really know what he makes.
No.
He may not know really what she makes.
I need to see what Uncle Sam taking out. I need to see who FICA is and how much they taking out. If you got a pension, Social Security, a 401, deferred comp, I need to see all of that.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you stay single. 101. And for my hearing impaired, 101.
That I actually was gonna say, that's probably another topic because, when do you draw the line? If you're not even married yet and you start asking, questions like that, how do you approach that?
I got that one.
You don't
Okay.
post that on day
You
one.
gonna approach it real easy. When that person come into your house and they tell you all talking about mixing up money, there's a full understanding. What go in, what go out.
Welcome, ladies, as soon as you at the dinner table on the first date, you asking about somebody's finances.
Right.
And
Well,
once
that's
again,
an
That's
appropriate.
right.
that's inappropriate.
That's
And
Never do that. That's an
Tony,
appropriate.
what you
Never
say?
do
What you
that.
say?
You should be eating biscuits and syrup. And I ain't talking about Hungry Jack.
The
I'm
way that
talking
I came
about
up is
black and white label biscuits.
A mixture of
Right. Well,
chicken
only
mix and flour.
right. Only 3 rides out of the 12.
Well, the way that and I don't know if they still go by the rules of etiquette, but originally, whoever asked that person out should pay for that day.
What?
Whoever asked that person out should, now if he says, baby, I got it,
What?
then she should put up money for the tip. Or depends on what you're doing for that night. And you can kind of tell just by it all goes back to people don't date no more.
That's true.
People stop dating and they go out a couple of times, you go out 2 or 3 times, you phone sexing, you phone dating, the next thing you know, you live together. The next thing you know, you married. Well, it's kind of late. People don't date, so they don't have those conversations. You don't actually get to be around that person to see what their patterns are. Because you can tell when you're dating a person, if they always talking about, oh, I'm short, I ain't pay this, I ain't pay that. And personally, I look at what's going on in your household. If your mama car been repossessed, your son ain't working, it's 5 people in the house, it's a problem. It's a problem with some finances somewhere. And it could be hereditary. Some people, if your mama don't know how to manage money, how can she teach you how to manage money? So they don't know. But those are things that if you date someone, you get to know that person, you learn. So then you have to make a decision, is this something that I want to be bothered with? Or is this something I got to walk away from?
I got two
You gotta
things.
have a conversation.
One, I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I know my mother lost terrible with money. But my wife was great with money. Second, you said it all depends what y'all gonna do that night. So you saying the more he spend,
No, I'm
the
saying
more she gotta do?
you may go to dinner and a show.
Right.
Or you may go to dinner and cigars. You know, so if he paying for dinner, you got sticks.
Repeat that for the camera.
If he pay for dinner, you got sticks. But if y'all smart, you'll pay for dinner, let him buy the sticks. But, you know.
What if I pay for dinner and provide the sticks?
He said,
Then you get the,
Then you get dessert.
oh, there you go. So that brings to another question.
She getting up for
So
fun.
with dating, dating, now that, I'm older,
Gets
dating
hard.
is so much different when you're older
Yes.
as opposed to when you're in your 20s.
Yep.
I'll be honest, personally, this wasn't something I was thinking about when I was dating in my 20s. So, do you guys think that this is something that the new generations are thinking about as far as what we're talking about, money?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Oh,
You
yeah.
think that they're thinking about
Oh,
this
yeah.
right now?
Because dating used to be you and the guy, you talking, y'all just go to the beach. Ain't cost no money.
Yeah.
You just go to the park. You may just want to go for a ride. You know, it didn't cost no money. Now, I guess because got your nails done, got to get your eyelashes, got to get your hair done. You got to have money. You got to have a job. You got to have some money. It's going to cost. For you to sleep with me, I need this bread. I need that bag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this new dating stuff.
I guess all in all, it comes down to the individual themselves, the couple together as a whole, and what your goal is as far as that relationship. So,
But can we honestly say dating as we get older is very much harder to do because it's like some men don't know how, some men don't want to.
And I'm sorry.
well,
I think those authentic
Some men
conversations
don't know.
when you get older are much more difficult.
I'm gonna say this, and we can just end the whole conversation. Sometimes you got to tell yourself, I'm not financially or mentally ready to date.
Maybe you shouldn't.
And when you know that, you'll be a lot better going into your next
But then
relationship.
that's when you
That's
get guys that
The
don't
time
want
when I say that, that was
Shut up.
really it.
all right. Well, you know what? We're gonna save
Another
this.
reason when you
See, you know what?
Let's save
That's
this.
why. That's why right there.
That's why women should raise their hand and ask to speak.
Trinity, you
Oh,
realize how
that's a whole other topic. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. Our sundown. Let's go. We're good.
Like I always say, they change everything.
So the next one.
What did Jay have to say?
The kitchen and the bedroom.
This that Friday night day, chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feeling good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my zone, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then